Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We are now crossing Spring Mountain Road here in western Las Vegas on the eastern edge of Summerlin pretty much. We're on Buffalo Drive right now. Coming up here to Twain. We've got, looks like a high school over here on the left. I'd like to try and show the high schools here for anyone that may be out of the area now. Spring Valley Grizzlies High School here. Drop a comment. Let me know if you went to Spring Valley. Let me know if it looks any different. I don't know when it opened, but there is their bleacher section for their football field. Right there. This is going to bring us up here to Flamingo, where we will make a left and go eastbound on Flamingo. Cardenas on the right there. That's a Latino grocery store chain here in town. Cardenas, I guess it's pronounced. If you got a cool $5 billion laying around, feel free to let me know. The Circus is up for sale. The owner, Phil Ruffin, did some renovations last year and he wants to go ahead and sell it. How he arrived at $5 billion with a B dollars for the price, I'll never know. But that's what he's asking. And also your resort fees now, MGM has announced they're pretty much at MGM Properties, which is pretty much the south end of the strip. Those are up around $55 a night now, unless you can talk them out of charging you for them. But from what I've heard, that's not a very successful endeavor, trying to request your way out of the resort fees, unfortunately. I've seen a lot of very angry folks, both online and in person too. They you see them in the hotels. They get very upset about not being able to get away from those resort fees. I remember when I came down here in 2011. I was still living in Reno, and I stayed at the Excalibur, and that's all I can say about that experience. And they hit me with resort fees. It was like, at that time I think it was like $13 a night or something. And I'm like, what are you talking about, resort fee? And so your resort fee is supposed to cover things like the pool or the newspaper, which no one reads anymore anyway. Wi-Fi, which you shouldn't be logging into if you don't want to get hacked. You don't want to be on any public Wi-Fi anywhere. And the pools, forget it. Here in the wintertime, the pools are closed anyway, so you're not going to be using those. So the resort fees, and then I've also talked to folks who've said, you know, they've outlawed the resort fees. They're illegal now. No, they're not illegal. They just have to be disclosed. That's the difference. They have to be disclosed. But you know, we all know the casinos and the hotels, they come in with the lower prices and then slap you with the resort fees afterwards. So that way, when you're doing your Expedia or your Priceline or whatever search it is that you're doing, you can they will come in lower than everyone else, and then show you the resort fee when you're ready to check out. But you'll be thinking to yourself, well, I got myself a good deal. But at the end of the day, it's probably the same as it would have been at any other hotel. And that's the sad truth of it all. It's the tricky component there with the resort fees, the way they're doing it. It's really rather unfortunate that folks have to go through all that, unfortunately. So still eastbound here on Flamingo Road. This is another major east-west artery here in town. Ironically, where I hail from in South Florida, there's a Flamingo Road, which is a major north-south artery. This one's east-west. Did I say north-south? I meant east-west. Flamingo runs east and west. Okay. This is Rainbow Boulevard, another major north-south artery here in town. We got a Sprouts up there and a CVS. And also a word to the wise about the showgirls. That's another item that's been popping up a lot lately. with folks. I've seen a lot of folks, especially down on Fremont Street, but they do it down on the Strip as well. If you want a photo with the showgirls, always ask them up front, how much do you expect in a tip? They will always tell you, no, it's free, it's free, it's free. No, it's not free. Because once you're done taking your photo, they're going to come up to you and they're going to say, okay, yeah, it's 20 bucks per girl, or 50 bucks per girl, or even $100 per girl. I had a couple tell me one time they were being asked to pay $100 per girl per photo, which is just ridiculous. And what they do is, all of a sudden, you'll have these people that come from out of nowhere and will just kind of start to encircle you, and they'll just kind of start to harass and kind of bully you into giving them the money. And so that's something they really, really need to work on. I know down on Fremont they're trying to work on that, and it's been a work in progress for sure. I don't know how well that's going, but the director down there, I believe his name is Javion, really, really nice guy. You see him in a lot of live streams down there on Fremont. He's really, really good at being proactive and getting out there in front of a lot of these things. So hopefully that sort of thing tends to stop at some point. These westbound lanes are getting the full benefit of, I think, the fire trucks going through, because they hit the, I think they hit the remote for the traffic light, and now they're all going like crazy. So now we have to wait for the traffic light cycle to reset. We'll pause it here for a moment. Got the green light here at Rainbow, so we'll continue eastbound now in the direction of the Las Vegas Strip. If you like cool, chill ambiance music, check out Hygge Vibes, Hygge, that's Hotel Yankee Golf Golf Echo, here on YouTube. Really, really cool, chill vibes. Also, it's a brand new channel. I like helping out brand new folks. It can be frustrating when you first start out, so I like helping folks out. DIY? D and Y, it says, okay. D and Y Smoke Shop. Thought it said DIY. What, do you go in and roll your own cigarettes? Also a very good thing for folks who are into that lifestyle with regard to CBD and THC products. You cannot buy any products on the Strip or on Fremont Street, at the Fremont Street Experience, that have THC in them. The products you'll find at those dispensaries are really just CBD. So I like putting that out there for folks, because a lot of them don't realize it, and they'll pay a lot of money for something that doesn't do for them what they think it will, which can be very, very frustrating. Exasperating, in fact. Easy Pond, Pep Boys over here on our right. So we're in the southwestern part of town, but not the new northwestern, or new southwestern part of town. That would pretty much be south of the 215, I would say. I would out there by Blue Diamond Road, Warm Springs Road, all of that out there. Another Jackpot Bar and Grill here on our right. But I don't know what brand. Is that just the name of it? I guess it is. Jackpot Bar and Grill. Okay. There you go. It's not very busy, it looks. This is Harmon, a minor residential arterial out here. But it does intersect Las Vegas Boulevard down there on the Strip. Also, if you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos, to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you don't know Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search and prepare to be wowed and amazed. As we continue southbound here on Jones Boulevard. Rallies over there. That's part of the Checkers brand for the folks back east. This is Tropicana, another major east-west artery here throughout town. I think I'm going to make a left here on the Tropicana, actually. We'll kind of zigzag around. Zigzag. We'll pause it here for a moment. Got the green light here at Tropicana, so we'll try and make the light here for the turn signal. 334 a gallon over there, and 332 for regular unleaded over here at this Rebel on both corners here. Actually, they're both Rebel branded. They're probably both owned by the same entity. Huh. And then up here you have Conoco or Conoco for 325 a gallon. Now with a taco truck back there. See the Orleans up here ahead of us on the right. I'm sorry, it's going to be on the left. It looks like it's on the right now, but Tropicana kind of curves a little bit up here, so it's actually on the left. There's their marquee, and the building is up there on the off the distance in the left there. This is Lindell, and that says Club de Soleil, Club of the Sun, Summer Point Resorts property. Okay. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it really helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. Should be getting the green here in a second. Any second. There we go. That's going to bring us up here to Decatur, which is another major north-south artery. Out here. Something over here on our left. I'm not sure what that is. That's looks like there's a whole bunch of cars parked over there. Some sort of big park. And this is Decatur right here, which is almost always red, being the major thoroughfare that it is. Once again, thank you all so very, very much for joining. Really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next time here on the Vegas Don channel, where it is the journey, where also what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks.